So this is 5.1 exploring linear data using TI Nspire to find the line of best fit. Correlation coefficient R. We did on day 1, we followed along in class, and to use the TI Nspire to take a picture of your calculator and upload it. Use list and spreadsheet and data and statistics pages to view the line of best fit regression. Today, day 2, we're going to follow along in the Nspire to graph 2 plots on the graph page. Use list, spreadsheets, data, and statistics, and a graph page to view 2 lines of best fit on one display. So let us open up the Nspire. First, let's take a look at the data by clicking on this link. So what data am I going to use? I have several choices. This is the first day data here. This is the second day data here with 2 displays. We're going to compare the dosage in milligrams, usual dosage versus maximum dosage for a person's weight given by a physician. In some tests, you are expected to grab the graph. You're expected to get the graph of this information and put it on your table, okay? And then come up with a regression and the line to predict. Today, we are going to get the data itself from a table and just copy it. Where did it go? Here it is. And so that's the result. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the data. Where is the data? There should be a table. Here it is. Here's the data. Okay, so I need this data and I need to type it in to my lists. So here I would go home and I go new document 1. Save all document? No. I want add a list and spreadsheet, and it was weight in pounds. And this is usual mg, and this is max mg for my max milligrams. You can space this if you want, so you can see that. Okay, now I need the data. Who has the data? Okay, could you read it to me? Okay, of course we can take a picture. Excellent. So let me just copy that data. 88. Let's do this quickly. 99, 110, 121, 132. I don't know how to do 132.
I gave it to you last time.
I have to do it again. 143, 154. 143, 154.
165.
165. 176. 187. 198. 209. Okay. If you do not have your data, please type it with me so you can catch up. He's reading it to me. Thank you. What's the next list unusual?
40. 45.
Actually, there's a faster way to do this. Check this out. This is 40. We're going to go equals the previous one. This is column B, so you put B1 plus 5.
No, it's actually easier.
And then you go like this. You do control, enter here, and then I'm going to scroll this down and fill it.
Oh.
Like so, and then press enter. And there you go. Now, what's the next one? That one doesn't follow a pattern, so I actually have to do this.
75.
Keep going.
83.
Thank you.
91.
Thank you.
100. 108.
116.
I like choruses. Keep going.
125.
Yes, keep chorus.
153. 141.
150.
And 158.
Can you pass
Okay.
me my calculator?
Here's your calculator. So at this point, you should be caught up and have your data.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to save this. File, save as, and what should we call this one?
Save as.
5.1 day 5.1 exploring linear data. Okay. Okay, recording. So now I have to do a spreadsheet. So I could press the home button, or I can press this button here, and I can insert the one that comes next. We're doing lists and spreadsheets. Now we're going to do data and statistics, and later we're going to do graph. So last time we did this, and we said I want this to be the usual, and I want this to be the weight. Okay, now I'm going to insert another one. Go home, insert this, and again this is the maximum dosage for the particular weight. Okay, so that is this. Now, is there a way to combine these? Here is what I have not shown you that I should show you. Go here to the D and E. At D, D3, we're going to do menu, and now data, and now, or statistics. Statistics. Okay, repeating that. Okay, when in doubt, press the menu key. Okay, are we doing data or statistics?
Data.
Statistics. Now, what calculations do I have? One variable, two variable, linear regression, median, quadratic, cubic, quadric, power, exponential. So how do I get here again? It is menu. I'm going to do statistics. I'm going to do a stat calculation. So again, menu 4, 1. Menu 41. And I'm going to do a linear regression, number 3. Okay? Then I have to say, which is my X list? So click on this arrow. Your X list, your independent variable, your operated variable is your weight. And what depends on my weight? How much medicine I'm going to give the patient. I'm going to do a regression for the usual dosage. And I'm going to put this in F1. That's going to be my first function. And then I'm going to say OK. And there it is.
What is it, why?
So here it is. Here is my slope, 45% of the person's weight, plus this number is 0, basically. This is your correlation coefficient squared. If the correlation coefficient is 1, that means it's a tight fit to the data. And here's the residual. We'll talk about that later. Those are the differences on the side of the squares. Okay? Now we're going to do it again. Go to here. Okay, let's pause that for a moment. Start it over. So what's the sequence? I have to find a space on my spreadsheet.
Menu.
I got to go to menu, and I got to remember it's either data or statistics. I'm going to go with 4. 1, it's a calculation.
3.
And I need to say that it's the weight again. Where's weight? Weight in pounds. But this time, how much can I give this person without killing them? That's the max dosage, max milligrams. And that's F2. That's good. I need to write down the equation somewhere. That's how you connect it to graph.
The weight in pounds?
This is your X, your Y, and this is your where you're going to write your equation. Then you say OK, and it's there. This time you can tell that it's 75% of your weight, and I'm going to subtract like 0.45 pounds right before I multiply. That's what this means. Let's pause for a moment. So continue the recording. We've got the 2 regressions. So what does that mean for here? Previously, on here, we could go menu. We're going to analyze, and we did regression.
It doesn't let me analyze.
And we can show the linear. So there it is. That's the one that shows that. Okay. So again, we were here on the spreadsheet. Go to 1.2, and I want to do menu, and I want to do analyze.
It doesn't let me analyze.
And let's take a look. Then we could do regression, and I can hide this one and I can show these. But I know it's linear, so I'm going to hide this one, so it goes away. I can also do menu like I did last time, analyze, or what was it? Add movable line. Now, there's my movable line. This one is the one that we fit by hand, like this, by moving it. And as you recall, we did menu, analyze, and we did residuals, and we showed the squares. That is, this one, it's so close to lines that the squares are invisible. But let me show you the squares. You see that? It's the distance vertically away from the line the point is. This point is above the line, so that is called residual, that side. When you square the side, that creates this square. What you want to do is add up these areas and minimize it. So obviously, for this case, I would like to move this line up. And there, once it becomes a crosshair, I click and I drag it, and I can move it parallel. If I want to rotate it, I wait till the rotate symbol appears, and I can rotate it. But my goal is to make sure it touches all the points as small as, and get this sum as small as possible. So I'm trying to make this as small as possible. That's what we did last time. But this is by hand. And my equation here is 0.45x 0.31. I can go to menu, I can adjust the settings. And I can go automatic digital display, or maybe just 2, just to make it easy. Float 1. I can put on diagnostics. Okay? This tells me that this slope is like 50% of x, 50% of your weight after I add 0.3 pounds. The sum is this, and I have a regression. Now, that's reviewing of day 1. Let's go ahead and analyze again, but this time do a regression and show the linear regression. There it is. And r squared of 1 means that r times r is 1. That means a very close fit. If it was a negative 1, it'd be a negative slope, but be fitting very close to the lines. Okay, so this is a very good fit. This is 50% of your weight, and when you have a number like this means 0.00000, 14 zeros, then a 1. So basically this is a 0. Okay, let's take a break.
Set, go.
Okay, here we go. So we've now completed this. This one is missing its line, so let's review. That's menu, analyze. We could do a movable line and adjust it, or we could ask the computer for one. So let's ask the computer for one and show that. There it is. Why is it showing the regression? Because earlier I had gone to menu and I put the settings at float 1 and diagnostics on. So since I did that, it showed me the r squared, and it showed me that this is 80% of my weight after I take away, and then take away half a pound. So that will give me the, half a milligram, excuse me. So X is in pounds. Take 80% of your pounds, and that'll give you the milligram dosage, and just subtract a half a milligram, and that's the milligrams you're going to give a person for a maximum dosage. But these two graphs look the same. Are they really the same? We got to put these in one display. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert a page, not that one. When you make a mistake like this, go Control Divide, and I want to get to this page, and I just simply want to delete that page. What I wanted to do, you do Control Up Arrow, like this. I said Control Up Arrow. Oh, it's not doing that right now. I have to do. Oh, great. I have to be on my document. So if I'm on my document, which is the current document, if I'm here and I want to get rid of something, Control, and I'll look at all my pages, I can do that. Then I can pick up the page I'm looking at.
Why do I have a different?
Then you have to press delete.
Okay.
Anyway, right now what I want to do is I want to go here and I want to add a graph. There it is. So here we have these two equations. And I need to show, that'd be nice if I could show them, that'd be nice.
Mister, no me está funcionando.
Okay. Here we go. So you got to make sure, again, that this is weight versus usual, and the max versus the weight. So now I want to combine those two graphs. So I have to insert a graph. Insert a graph page. There it is. Here's my graph page. Doesn't look right. You have to put the data in. So in this case, I'm going to do menu, number 3. And I'm going to do not function, not relation, not template, not parametric, but number 6. This picture is scatter plot. So we're doing scatter plot. And now I have this situation, and I have to press on the variable key over here, and I want to find the weight. Weight down here. That's my X. Then tab, I want to go to variable, and I want to add the usual dosage. There it is. This is my first scatter plot. Press enter, and it should appear. I don't see anything, mister. So you press menu, window, zoom, and data 9 to fit the data, and there it is. I can click on this thing and drag it, and let's do this again. How was it? It was menu, I lied to you. Press tab, and now I'm on my second scatter plot. How do you get scatter plot? You got to do menu 3, and then you got to do 6. I already did it, so it's already there. Now I have to decide what variable it is. If I can remember it, I can type it. Or above the 9, there's a variable key right here. And I want that to be X is again my weight. And I press tab to get the other variable. And the output on this one is going to be the variable max dosage, max milligrams. There it is. Press enter. And there's my new graph. Now the data, I can't see the max. So again, I'm going to adjust the window by going window, menu, window, zoom data. And there it is. Here's my max weights. And here is this other one. And so now I can press menu and I can trace this. And I can see that for 132 pounds, that's 60 milligrams. If I move up, I see for that, my max dosage for the same pounds is 100. Thank you.